The idea is a very simple one. And, the Mamba mentality simply means trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day you're trying to become better. And it's a constant quest, it's an infinite quest.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Is it blurry right now? It's just me. Let's look a little blurry for a second. I haven't made a video in a little while. I just really haven't been feeling like uploading just because, a lot of stuff is happening in life, and sometimes it's just hard to sit down and press the record button, just record a video, even if it's short. It's just hard to sometimes to get that motivation to do so. And I was thinking of waiting till my actual birthday to make the next video. My birthday's coming up pretty soon. I was like, let me make a video then, but I just decided to just do it now. And yeah, so a lot has happened. A lot has happened. Well, not a lot, but like some stuff has happened this past week. Not this upcoming week, the week before. So pretty much, man. Honestly, man, I'm just taking it day by day. And so I can really say just trying to fight the urges, trying to do things the best I can. Last week, there was this person who messaged me on LinkedIn, and it was about an opportunity at the Nintendo store in New York. And y'all know I don't live in New York, but I live close enough to where if I was to actually work there, I'd take the bus and train, and I'm there. In about like an hour and a half max. And I was like, I wasn't too sure because I was like, that's like a lot of traveling and stuff like that to go to New York and back and stuff like that. But I was like, you know what? Let me take the opportunity. This person reached out to me. I didn't even apply. They reached out to me and stuff. I was like, maybe it's a sign. So the person was, I'm not going to say the name of the company, obviously, but the person was part of a recruiting company that works with the Nintendo store. And he set up the interview with Nintendo because they saw my resume and they liked what they saw and stuff like that. And last week, I ended up going to New York with my girl. Originally I was gonna go just maybe an hour or two before my actual interview, take the bus, go do the interview and come back. But my girl was gonna be here, so I was like, I can't just leave her here and go there. So we ended up just spending the day in New York, which I also throw in some clips. I think I either have clips or pictures, but I'll throw them in right quick. Yeah, so a little bit of New York I went to. Well, yeah, pretty much I wore like a regular Dragon Ball Z shirt, and I wore some brown khakis and stuff. And I had a backpack with a dress button-up shirt that I folded and stuff like that, and I had a pair of dress shoes. So I had that in the bag, because I want to wear the shirt all day and get all sweaty and stuff like that. So yeah, went today just in New York and stuff like that, and about like maybe I got there early. So about 30 minutes before my interview, I ended up going to CVS because I had like a, shout out to CVS, they give me coupons every week, but I had like a $3 off coupon So I used the $30 off, got an energy drink because I knew I could be tired. That was my plan. I wanted to have as much energy as possible for the interview. So, walking around New York all day and it's hot and stuff like that, I'm gonna be tired. So I pop an energy drink, even if it wore off and I got tired afterwards, I don't care. I just wanted it for the interview. So I went to CVS and got the energy drink. And then I asked the person, I was like, is there a bathroom? Because my plan was to go to the bathroom and then I'll swap out to my dress outfit, my interview. But they said there's no public restroom. And then they said, there's a McDonald's right down the street. You can go to McDonald's and then you can use it there. So I was like, all right, no problem. Thank you very much. And then we walked down the street to McDonald's. And it was pretty much most of McDonald's in Manhattan are pretty big. This is one right by Rockefeller Center. We didn't go to that one, but there's one there. It's like a 2-story McDonald's. So it's pretty big, but we didn't go to that one. We went to a different one. That's by the CVS. So we went in there, went downstairs, the bathroom was downstairs. First time I actually went to McDonald's and the bathroom downstairs. It was crazy. But went downstairs and there's codes on the doors. You have to use a code to get in the bathroom. And I was like, dang. But I was about to, it wasn't a big deal. If anything, I was gonna buy something, give it to I'm gonna buy some fries, give it to my girl, something like that, and then so I can get the code for the bathroom. But at the same time, when we're down there's a person who walked down, and I guess they're someone who usually goes to McDonald's. Like, I wouldn't say like a lot, but they go there often enough where they know the code by heart. So they went in there, and it was the same code for both the men and the women's. So he put the code in for my girl, and she went to the women's bathroom, and then he put in the code for the men's bathroom because he was gonna go. And he went in, and then he obviously held the door for me. I walked in, and I went in. There was a couple guys in there. I kind of waited because I wanted to go into the stall so I could actually swap out my clothes. There was one person in there already, so I just waited a little bit. They came out, then I went in there, swapped, and when I tell you, my left dress shoe, tore up. Like, it would tore up. Like I thought I had some like dust or something like that on the shoe, so I literally just rubbed it to get it off, and then like the actual part of the shoe started ripping off. Not like the actual parts flipping off, but like the color part of it was ripping off. So it was like, I wish I had a picture of it, but I was like in such a focus mode for the interview that I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it did not look good. The right shoe looked fine. That shoe did not look good. I had those shoes for years though. I haven't actually worn those pairs at all. Like that, like never wore them. But I had them for years, so I was like, it is what it is. I threw them out when I got home, but yeah. So I left the bathroom. My girl ended up getting some fries anyway because she was a little hungry, so she got some fries, and we walked over to the Rockefeller Center because the Nintendo store was right by the Rockefeller Center. So we went inside. That was my first time ever in the Nintendo store, so that was interesting. And prior to the interview, I practiced like crazy. Like, I literally used ChatGPT and told it to ask me questions pertaining to the role and stuff like that. I answered it, and then ChatGPT helped me fix the answer a little bit. I wasn't reading off the answer when I was at the interview, but it gave me a better idea how to better say my answers that I already had. So I did all that practice. I practiced with my girl too. Like, I gave her the questions. She asked me some of them, and she had some that she already had in her head. So she asked me, and I answered the best I could, like how I would normally do it, and it came out good, right? So went to the Nintendo store. I went up to one of the people at the desk, and I told him, here for my interview with so and so. I can't say her name, but like I was here for so and so, and I was like, okay. Like, they had a little, like, I guess they all wear walkies or something like that, because she was like, you talk to him on the walkie, and then like brought me over to like the wall where people were sitting and said like, oh, you could wait here for him, whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. Got there, or I stood there because everybody was sitting there. There was no place to sit. I didn't mind. I was standing there. I wasn't on my phone or anything. Like, I didn't want to like look like I didn't care about the role or anything like that. But Like 5 minutes later, there was ladies that was sitting next to my girl. She ended up leaving, leaving the store, or whatever. So I actually sat down, and then at my actual interview time, the person came and got me. So I actually got there 15 minutes before my interview because I wanted to be punctual, right? I wanted to be early and stuff like that. There was really no point because they ended up coming for me at the exact time anyways. But yeah, the guy, he brought me, he's asking me questions, it's my first time at the store and stuff like that. Then I don't want to go into too much detail about how the store looks because I don't want so I don't want Nintendo to come after me. But took to the back room and took me to this little meeting room or whatever. And there was another lady who I guess was another manager, and she came in there. And so they both sat at the table across from me. I was sitting down, and I just gave my best shot. I really answered the best I could. I was a little nervous, but I gave the best I could. They didn't really ask me much about video games from Nintendo. It was one or two Nintendo questions, about what games I played and stuff like that. But they even asked me questions that made me actually show that I was an actual gamer, because y'all know I'm a gamer. Y'all know this. But yeah, they didn't ask me that much about that. But I answered the best I could. Mostly customer service questions and stuff like that. And yeah, I felt like I gave my best shot and stuff like that. Left it all on the table, and I said, if that job's for me, God will, bring that job to me and stuff. So after the interview, and I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say about the lady that was there, but she was kind of, based on the look she was giving the guy, I could just tell. I'm not gonna go into detail, but I'm just gonna say I could just tell. Yeah. After that, we left. We went to go get lunch, and then we went home. Went back to my house, whatever. We left New York, and then the next day, when I was driving her home, she went to go get some groceries for her place, stuff like that. And as I was driving her home, I got a text from the recruiter that said that Nintendo was passing on me because they felt like I didn't have enough enthusiasm or energy about the role, right? So I felt some way about that, but I know that God did not want me to get that position for a reason. So I already said in my head, when I looked at the interview, I was like, if I don't get the role, God does not want me to get the role, and God has something better for me. That's all I can really say. So that happens. So that's out of all the jobs I applied for months, this is the first job I got where I did an actual interview. It's just crazy. But again, I'm trusting God, just taking it day by day. That's it. I'm not going to go into detail, but something similar with the jobs is happening to my mom. So my mom is going to be dealing with that soon. So yeah, she really told me that as I got back from dropping my girl off. And it's a whole thing. So just the enemy just really trying to affect my family as far as finances go and stuff like that, just in general. Right now we're good, obviously. I have my savings that is being eaten at, but it should last me a little bit more. And my mom has her savings, obviously, and also my dad's still working. So, we got stuff going. We got things just trying to get us and stuff like that, and they're trying to get us, but just hanging in there. My mom's she's already a big Christian. She's already a big Christian. She's I don't even need to tell her anything. She already knows that. When she found out what she found out about her job, she already knew that God placed his hand on that to take her away from that, get her something better. She already knew. I didn't have to tell her anything. She's like a Christian. I mean, obviously I'm a Christian too, but she's when I was growing up, she was always talking about God, stuff like that. So I grew. That's the part of my family where I grew up with God. Obviously, I worked on building a relationship with God. In 2021, that's when I started getting fully into Christianity and get my Bible reading and stuff like that. So I started my Bible reading. I had my notes and stuff like that, my sticky notes. This is when I started really getting into it. But yeah, that's that. So honestly, just taking it day by day, just hanging the best I can, and just letting God work in the background, even when I feel like I don't know why God has something happen to me, or if I feel like God's not working in the background, I know He is. So I just gotta keep going with that. And yeah. Besides that, I end up finally signing up for a gym membership. I signed with a gym membership with that gym I went to. That's 24 hours. I told y'all about that I went to, because the other ones I went to I didn't like. It was either too crowded with casuals, or just wasn't 24 hours. So I don't know. I like this one. The environment was the best. Like the energy was the best. I like it. So I was gonna sign up. I was gonna wait a little bit because I wanted to find out if I was gonna get the Nintendo job first. But they had a deal the weekend of Mother's Day, like where's the weekend, where if you sign up for a 12-month thing, it's like 12-month contract, you only pay $1 down, and the first bill wouldn't be due until the next month. Because I was gonna stop anyways, because I was like, yo, I can't go so long without being at a gym, because I ran out of free passages at other gyms. I was like, I can't just go out being at a gym. So I was gonna stop anyways, but that came in clutch, so I was like, hey, let's do it. So yeah, first I got my membership there, and I gotta go at some point. I was planning to go early tomorrow, but I have a dentist appointment, so maybe I can go. Who knows? Maybe I can try to go. But I gotta go at some point tomorrow. That's good, right? But yeah, man, I said just taking day by day. I really want to get even closer with God more than I already am, because like in 2021, 2022, I don't mean to say this as far as like tooting my own horn or anything like that, but like I was talking about God so much, preaching about God so much during that time period, where I feel that when people spoke with me, they could just feel God talking through me. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean like I don't know something crazy or not. Like you think you're God speaking. Like I at the time I feel like I was like preaching God so much and just blessed and like praying for people, and just I don't know if I'm wording right. I'm kind of out of it today, just because over the weekend just it was just a lot, man. I'm not gonna lie, the weekend was a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on besides the job, and just a lot of stuff going on to the point where it's starting to really tire me mentally. Like I'm not depressed or anything like that. Like I'm not depressed, but I'm surprised, because I thought I would be depressed with all everything going on, but no. But it's just so much stuff going on, and just trying to hang in there day by day. It's mentally draining, you know. And then when those bills add up, and you get those statements in the email of how much you gotta pay for a bill and stuff like that, like it's draining, you know. It is mentally draining, but just taking it day by day, you know. But yeah, I just want to get back to that, you know, how I went back then. Like, really pay attention to what music I listen to. I'm not saying like cut off like 9% of music. I don't mean that. I mean like, you know, any music that's like obviously demonic. Like you can see lyrics and be like, or hear lyrics and be like, nah, it's demonic. Like stay away from that type of music. Maybe listen to 432 hertz versions of music, and I know the 432 hertz thing is more of a new age spirituality thing compared to Christianity, but I do feel, I don't know if it's a placebo effect or not, but I do feel when I search up a song that I want to listen to, and I search up the 432 hertz version of it, and I listen to it, I feel a little bit better. Listen to it, because it's like more of like a uplifting hertz or whatever frequency. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But I'm also starting to listen to an audiobook that brother Cam found about anti-PMO and stuff. So I actually do gotta listen to that. I'm gonna try to listen to 15, 30 minutes a day of that. The audiobook's about maybe 3 to 5 hours long, depending on the speed. So it's not bad. So yeah, take it day by day, and I gotta start meditating again. There's a period of time where I was doing it consistently. Like when I said I would do it, it's like December, January, I was doing it consistently. February even I was doing it consistently, but like starting around March, April, I started slacking with it. So I gotta get back into it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. And I gotta fix my sleep schedule again. I was doing good for the couple weeks. I was doing good. The sleep schedule was getting to bed early, but now, like that's the past couple of days, I've been going to bed super late, which is not good. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So with that being said, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Whenever I decide to record a video again. But in and out. Peace. Check out The Apprentice's Discord and Telegram to talk to like-minded men like you and get support and accountability. Link in the description.